welcome to the Dancing Bear Enlightenment Academy podcast, The Holistic Transformation. I'm your host, Dr. Beverly. You obviously have noticed, especially if you're listening to this channel, all of the energy changes and intensity the past few months, which is not going to get easier. It's going to keep getting even more intense as time goes on. There's a funny humming noise. Oh, it's my washing machine. Oh, I hope you can't hear that. Oh, gosh. Well, we'll find out. So one of my friends and favorite summit speakers is battling cancer, and several other of the speakers that I usually like to have are not available. And so I decided, at first, my MC Patty couldn't make the end of September, so we postponed the summit coming up to October the 5th. Because of all of the energy and the changes in my energy and what I'm going through, I thought I'm going to cancel the summit. But I had updated the web page, but I hadn't set up the link to register. And I started getting emails from people, I can't register. Your registration doesn't work. Rah, rah, rah. I went, oh, wow. Okay. Well, if people want me to do something, I'll do it. What the heck? So we will have the summit on October 5th after all. So I'm not doing a whole lot of marketing. So if you saw this podcast, you found out about it. If you're on my email list, you found out about it. So it's just going to be me. It'll be a very simple summit and very, very focused. So you won't have to listen to 20 people and what do I do? And oh, I got to match up their gifts. You're just going to get Dr. Beverly here. So you're familiar probably with the Own for Success program. It's a 37-day program. And it's about the one aspect of holistic transformation, which is Wu Shen, which is a Taoist teachings about the 5 elements and our spirit. So Wu Xiang, X-I-N-G, is what acupuncturists use, and it's about the organs. Wu Xian is Taoist, and it's more about your spirit and your energy and your feelings, obviously. So the teachings that I do are based on the Wu Shen with some introduction to the organs associated or spirits, organs associated with the spirits. So the program is idea of my follow-on program, which is a holistic transformation master intuitive healer certification program. So it's a 1-year program. It's if you go back a couple of weeks, I've done podcasts on what's included. If you go to Dancing Bear holistictransformation.com, you can read all about it. And so what I thought I would do was take part of that program and make it a part of the summit. So one of the things that I like to have to be a good intuitive healer, you need to be able to, number one, heal yourself. You always start with yourself first. Healer, heal thyself. And based on that healing, it's going to attract people to you because they're going to go, wow, I have that same problem. Maybe they can help me. Well, then you need to be able to do an assessment. And that is where you look at the person, you work with the person, you figure out what is their challenge, because the cause of the same issue isn't the same for everybody, believe it or not, contrary to what Western medicine will tell you. So we each have similar issues, but the cause may be different. And then you may have a therapy you want to use. And some people work better with one kind of therapy, and some people work better with a different kind of therapy. So to get certified, you'll need 4 different assessment tools. So I teach more than 4. You pick the ones you're interested in, and you'll need 4 different healing therapies. And again, you pick the 4 that you want to use. Well, one of the assessment tools is astrology. medical astrology specifically. But if you just study medical astrology, you will only get 4 elements, but there's 5. Now, in Chinese medicine, we have 5 elements. In Ayurvedic medicine, there's 5 elements. They talk about 3 doshas, but each dosha has 2 elements, and Vata Kapha share the water element. That's how you get 5 with the need for 6. So you really have to go into Chinese medicine, figure out what the signs are there, and that's all based on sidereal astrology or Vedic astrology, whatever you want to call it. And you have to take that and convert it into Western astrology, because I feel for personal information, you want to use tropical or Western astrology. So we need to convert boom, 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 boom. Now in the program, I go through all of that. For the summit, I'm just going to take you how to cast your own chart using an online free program that I'm not associated with. And you can use any free program. There's several sites that do that will cast your chart. And all you need to do is provide your date of birth, your time of birth, and your place of birth. And so I'm going to take you through one of those in the summit to show you how to cast your chart. And I'll tell you which things to look at. And I'll talk about what if you don't know your time of birth and some alternatives to get around that to get you at least close, and why you want the time of birth. But in the summit, we will go through that in detail. And one of the free gifts is going to be a 30-minute session with me where I go through your natal chart. And in your natal chart, it tells you what you came in with. So what's your weak point in your body? Are you mostly a fire sign? Are you mostly earth? Are you mostly water, air, whatever? And or wood, which is aether. Most of you probably don't know what that is unless you're an acupuncturist or Ayurvedic practitioner. And then that's only your natal aspect. I don't go in, we won't have time because it's a 30-minute gift. I won't have time to do your progression, which is what is going on today, because you may have in your natal chart, then you may have a chart that says you're perfectly healthy. But over time, the planets move around, and depending on where Chiron is and what else is going on, you may be susceptible to a flu, or your immune system may be down, or you might be susceptible to accidents. It doesn't mean you will have an accident. It doesn't mean you will get the flu. It just means the energy at that time is such that you are at risk. And when you know that, you can say, okay, I'll take extra precautions. I'll maybe take some zinc or something to boost my immune system. I'll take and eat some fresh citrus so that I boost my vitamin C. Or I'll be extra careful. You should always be extra careful when you're driving these days, but maybe you'll be extra careful when you drive or whatever. You'll make sure you don't trip because you don't want to feed the energy that you might have an accident. So that's what we'll talk about in the one-on-one session. And I'll show you how you can figure out your own chart in the moment. In other words, you can go to the free software and look at your transits. And I'll talk about that in the summit. So you can, once you have your chart, which I'll show you how to do in the summit, and then I'll show you how to get your transits, and then you can kind of figure out more. And if you want to know more, you can take my program and I'll teach you even more how to do more in depth and get a lot more information. This is just a high level eagle view. Is there a snake way down there? Yeah, okay. But I'm not going to teach you how to go down there and grab the snake and how to cook it. That's in the full program. So this will at least get you started, so that you can learn this on your own. And there's lots of videos out on YouTube if you want to dive deeper into medical astrology or even astrology in general without going through my program. Okay, so let's see. Well, one of the things about your changes is every 7 years, your body changes all of its cells. Some cells, like red blood cells change, I think, every 8 weeks. So different cells in the body change at different frequencies, but all of the cells in your body do change. Even your bones, because as the body needs calcium, it pulls it out of the bones. Then when you have too much in the blood, it puts it back in the bones. But every 7 years, you actually have a new body. So I took and I wrote down every 7 years of my life, and I'm old enough that I can look back quite a few years. Every 7 years, I either moved or changed jobs. And then when I look at my astrology, sure enough, in my astrology, it said at that time, when you go back on those dates, I had the energy that I could change jobs or I could change location. So astrology is the energy that you can work with. And obviously, in my case, I worked with that energy. And back in the early days, I didn't know astrology. I've only been doing astrology I've been doing astrology since the 1990s, but I learned medical astrology in 2006 as part of my um, color puncture training that I did. And then I took an actual medical astrology class um, to learn tropical or Western medical astrology. And I've adapted that through reading a lot of books to incorporate the Chinese and the Vedic astrology. So it really does work when you know what to do. So how can this help you? I was talking about it, and it will tell you when to work on your immunity, when to take precautions. Again, it will not uh, tell you this will happen. It only tells you the energy for something to happen. It's a potential energy. And the idea is you work with that energy to either enhance or prevent whatever that energy is indicating. So join us free on October the 5th. We'll start at 9 in the morning and go till around 1. People that work with me know I stay online answering questions as long as needed. It will be on this channel. And if you register, you can still watch on the channel and get the free gifts. And you can be in Zoom if you like. There is an early bird that was going to end yesterday. And then I decided to do this podcast. So the early bird will end tomorrow, the 25th, 22, 23, 24th. So on September 24th, it will end. So it's right now it's only $27. So on Wednesday it will go up to 47. So if you want to register early for the 27, and you will get 2 free VIP gifts. One is worth $125. That's the 30-minute free big astrology report of your natal chart with me, one-on-one. It's not something I'm going to email you. I've had a lot of those really crappy charts that you can't ask questions and you don't know what it means. You'll actually get a one-on-one meeting with me where we'll go through your chart and you can ask questions so I can help you figure out how to do transits and whatever so that you can do your own readings for your own future. And the other gift is an essential oil DIY program. I've been offering it for some time. It's evergreen and I need to re-record it. So I'm going to offer it again. It's $111 is what I charge for it. And you pay, with the program, you pay for the first class. Right now I have like 6 classes, the rest are free. So you pay for one, but you get all of them. And they're topic oriented and they're DIY project oriented. So let's say you were concerned about skincare. So you take the skincare one. You have pain. There's one on pain and sleep issues. There's holistic health. There's a bunch of different classes. Eventually, I think I have like 13, 14 classes planned. I haven't recorded all of them yet. I've recorded, like I said, about 6. So I'm going to re-record it because over time, I have a form that people can use to create their own blends. And that form you cannot get anywhere else on the internet. I created it. The forms that are available are not inclusive. I've had to do a lot of research to create the information that's in the first class. So that's why I sell the first class. And this can be one of your therapies that you use for the certification. And so if you take the VIP option for the summit, you will get that for free. So I'm going to be teaching it the following Saturday, October 12th, from 10 to around 1. Depends on how many questions people have. And then you'll have access to that and all the other classes. And as I add more classes, you'll have access to those as well at no extra charge. So it's a pretty good deal, actually. So that's like $236 in free gifts for $27 if you buy today or tomorrow, and $47 after Wednesday. I seem to be losing my voice. Sorry about that. So those are your free gifts. Let's see here. The link to this. Okay. The link to the summit is healingmasterysummit.com. And if you want to be in Zoom, you need to log into Zoom on that day. Can't just open Zoom without logging in. Now, most people have their Zoom set up already so that you're already logged in. You don't have to log in. And why do I require you to log in? If you don't log in, it says Zoom user. And we occasionally get a troll. Well, in all the summits I've been doing for all the years I've been doing it, I've had one troll. But still, one troll is one troll. I have zero tolerance for trolls. You get one chance, then I throw you out. Well, if your name is Zoom user, and there's 4 or 5 of you called Zoom's user, I don't know which one you are. So that's why I require that you log in. So if you want to be a troll on YouTube, again, I will just block you. I'll throw you out. Zero tolerance for trolls. So if you're a troll, go away. But that's why I require you to log in. And we've had people in the waiting room called Zoom user, and I'll send them a message and say, please log in, and they don't know what I mean. So I'm telling you now, you need to log in. Okay, so let's go to, let's see if I can get there really quick. There we go. I'm going to do a share screen. Share screen. Share. Okay, here we go. So let me see if I can move this to the middle. There we go. All right. So if you go here, this is the header for the, so you go holistictransformationsummit.com and just click on registration. And you can see there's the free option and the VIPs. The link is the same. Doesn't matter which one you choose. And here's a summary of the 2 free gifts if you decide to be a VIP. It says the 22nd, but I'm extending it for 2 more days. So if you click register here, you enter your name, your email, you click I agree, come down here. And if you just leave it on free, continue. And if you want to be a VIP, you click there and click continue. So the next page, we're not going to go there because I don't want to fill in the information. If you click this one, it's going to ask for your payment information. If you click this one, it'll just say, please click here to confirm. And it doesn't ask for your payment information. And then once you confirm it, then it will let you, it will give you a summary page. And if you click on a link, there'll be a link there that'll take you back to that registration page for the summit. And you can read about whatever else is on the page that you're interested in. Okay, so that is all about the summit and the goodies you're going to get and the fun we're going to have together. And I look forward to seeing you. We've already got, let me see how many we've got. Number of people signed up. Let's see here. Where's the summit? Here we go. Summit status. I could have opened this ahead of time, I guess. Yeah, we've already got 6 countries in 1, 2, 3, 4 continents and lots of participants. And that's without even advertising. So I guess you guys like my summit. So I really look forward to seeing you there. And remember to be the light you want to see in the world.